My name is Vida Harley, and I am the president and founder of Women Entrepreneurs Matter. We matter because we make it happen every single day. I am ready. We are ready. I am very excited today on this first day after Christmas, launching Kwanzaa. This is a part of our series on WeChats. Just chatting about your business, different things you're doing in the community, your organization. But this is a special WeChat on Kwanzaa, which is all the way from the day after Christmas all the way up to New Year's, December the 26th to January the 1st. The reason I'm doing this series on Kwanzaa is because we need to know more. We need to be more educated on our tradition. This is an African American tradition that was founded in 1966. I'll give you a little more information because I'll be reading from my page, because it's so important, not only for us to learn about our culture and our traditions, but also to teach our children. And I think that will help them have more direction, have more focus, have more pride. So many other things that I think they're lacking in the community that will help them to grow, and not only for our children, for our future generations. So I would love it if you would share these WeChats, not only with just African Americans, but with all races, because we have so many things in common and we're all in this together. So I'm going to start, and I'm going to show you some different things as far as Kwanzaa and what it means. But first, before I get started, I want to do an African tradition. Some of you may know about it, some of you may not have heard about it, but this is something that I learned when I was in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, because they do a lot of more African traditions as far as different things that the Africans used to do, in earlier times in history. So the first thing I want to do is called a libation. What a libation is you take and you have you can have a plant, you can have some dirt, and I'm going to move this over. Now what I've done is I've lit a red candle. I don't have the red, black, and green candles, but I did have a little red candle, so I just lit this for fire, for energy. It's just positive, it smells good, it's cleaning the air, and it's really wonderful. But here's the plant that I have. It's just a plant, but you can use dirt. You can just pour it on the floor, whatever. You've seen those things when somebody would pass away and they would pour a drink for them. That's kind of a form of a libation. And within the libation, what I'm doing is I have water here, and I'm going to take the water and I'm going to just pour it in the plant. And as I pour it in the plant, I'm going to talk about different loved ones that have passed away, invoking their spirit of ancestry, of, coming back or protecting us, or, whatever, it is. But look it up. It's called libation, Libation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just pour for different people that I've lost. And, if you're looking at this and you'd like to be a part of it, you can do the same thing. You can get a plant, you can take some water, you can pour it, and you can just say people's names. And as I'm saying people's names, you can also just say out people's names that you've lost. And that's just part of the libation process. So the first person I'm going to pour for is Amanda Alford. That's my grandmother, Amanda Butler Alford. Older Alford, my uncle. Frank Alford. Brenda Stover. Marge Reed. And as I'm saying different names, you can say names as well. That's just part of the libation. Dr. Martin Luther King. Anyone that you have lost, just say their names. Maya Angelou. Different people that you have lost. Okay, that's libation. So I'll just set this water to the side. You can do a libation anytime. If you would like to, invoke spirits, or, if your loved ones, let them know that you're thinking about them, because our angels and our ancestors are always with us, whether they are here in person or whether they are, in the spirit, they're still with us, but we just can't see them. So I always like to do a libation just to, just invoke the spirits of our ancestors, to let them know that we are aware that they are here to protect us and help us. So the next thing I want to do is I want to talk about the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. And I'm really excited because I have speakers that's coming in. I'm waiting on Wylanda Scott to come. Also, Lori Wright is coming. Shane is coming. I have Bernardo Malone is coming. I have Carla that's coming. I'm really excited. So you'll see other series. This is just the first one. And I'm going to actually do the first one myself, which is on unity. Just talking about unity in the community. Talking about some of the different things that I do in hopes of helping the community be a better place. Also different things that I'm doing for next year. Hopefully to have that to be my best year ever. So I'm going to have to put my glasses on here, y'all, because So these are the 7 principles of Kwanzaa. The first one is umoja. It's unity. To strive for and maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. That is so important to have unity, because when you have unity, you come together. You work together, you build together, you grow together. I'm really excited about unity because I've always been a big proponent of unity. Coming together, working together, teamwork, working in groups. That's so important. The second one is, and I have to work on my pronunciation of them because, I'm learning too. As I teach and train and do different things that I do, I'm learning as well. So this next one, I'm going to say it slowly. Kuja Kajagula. And that might not be right, but that's okay. And that's self-determination. To define ourselves, name ourselves, create for ourselves, and speak for ourselves. Having determination. Self-determination is so important because when you have self-determination, you're stronger, you're faster, you have resilience, your ability to bounce back is so much greater. The third one is Ujima, and that is collective work and responsibility. To build and maintain our community together and make our brothers and sisters' problems our problems, and to solve them together. Day number 4 is Ujama, cooperative economics. To build and maintain our stores, shops, and other businesses, and to profit from them together. Working together. This summer I did 3 events. It was so wonderful, working with women entrepreneurs and men too, where they came out, they had booths, they were able to share their products and services. We had dancers that were out here that do events, young women, girls that were dancing, doing African tradition dancing. It really was wonderful. Number 5 is Nia, which is purpose. To make our collective vocation the building and development of our community in order to restore our people to their traditional greatness. And that's one of the reasons why I'm doing Kwanzaa this year. Through the year I've done it with my grandchildren, but I wanted to be able to educate the greater community about some of the traditions that we have as African Americans that not only that we have kind of forgot about or we may not know about at all. So that is so important for us to be able to come together and restore our people to their traditional greatness, because we come from a great tradition of African Americans and Africans. And so some of the traditions that we have, we need to educate each other and help each other and support each other so that we can know more, so we can do better. Day number 6 is Kumba, which is creativity. To do always as much as we can, in the way we can, in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. to be able to take our creativity, our talents, because we have talents. And on day 7, it's Amani, which is faith. To believe with all of your heart in our people, our parents, our teachers, our leaders, and the righteousness and victory of our struggle. The Kwanzaa was developed by Dr. Wulani Karenga, and this is the creator of Kwanzaa in 1965. And it was introduced in 1965 at a festival, just to let African Americans know that we do have traditions that we can follow that will help our lives to be much better. So I'm going to finish now, and I'm getting ready for the next speaker, which is Wylanda Scott. She's going to be talking about creativities. I'm super excited to be able to share this information with you in hopes that we can get more African Americans and other people, that will be interested in information to know more about our tradition of Kwanzaa.